The broadcast is now starting. All attendees.
Okay, hi everyone. It is Meir here, and so many of you, we have about 300 people that registered, or a little bit more than 300, so we'll get more and more people coming in. Hi Ron, Margaret, Jose, hello. Hi. Very nice. Marcel, hello. Okay, so for people that have not, hi Daniela, hi. For people that have not been before in my webinars, please find the chat box because this is going to be an interactive webinar. I'm going to talk to you and you're going to write. Okay, so, and for the people that muting, I need you to mute faster. Okay, good, excellent. Oh, Gilly, hi. JJ, Arjuna, hi, Lisa. Karen, hi. Patrick, John Perro, hello. Curtis, hi. Love you, Gil. Hi. Okay, good. So let's start. Hi, Marianne. Good. Excellent. Vinny, hello, Vinny. And I see you, Reem, hello. And Jerry, hi. Very nice. Excellentos. Okay, so let's start. Okay, good. I see people finding the chat box. Really good. And excellent. Okay, agreements. No recording, please. I do the recordings and I will send you a copy if you will be nice to me. If you won't be nice to me, I will send you two. Okay, the second agreement. Nothing I say today is true unless, of course, it is true. Okay, so Gali and Candice, the people that making the muting, you need to be faster. Okay, excellent. So nothing I say today is true unless it is true for you. So I'll tell you things that are different. If you came here to hear the usual things, you're in the wrong place. This is going to be different, the opposite of what you think. Why different? Because if you look, 99% of the people fail 99% of the time, which means that they are doing something wrong. So the average, what everyone believes in, is obviously not correct. So if you do just randomly the opposite of what everyone else is doing, you will do much better than everyone. And today we're going to do not just randomly the opposite, but the opposite, and I will explain why. Okay, next. Nothing I teach you is new. Okay, you already know it. You really already know it. Now, how do I know that you know it? Because when I tell you something, you look into your mind and you come back to me and say, yes, I agree or not, which means you knew already. So don't be surprised that it sounds simple. Don't be surprised. Simple is powerful. Actually, the law is, if it is not simple, it contains a lie. So when someone comes and give you this complicated story about his life, he is lying. Okay, there's things that he does not say, that either that he doesn't know or he's just lying. So there is a lie. Anything that is not simple contains a lie. What I teach is not just theory, it is proven facts, but they need to be implemented in an exact manner. And they're different to what you are used to. And hence, it is the ability to do the drills. Because these things different, because they need to be implemented in an exact manner, it is the ability to confront the drills. Not just the listening that will produce the expected result. And that's why we're using the chat box. I will ask you in the questions, and if you will answer the questions, if you will go to the chat box and answer the question and engage, you will have 100 times more results than if you will just be sitting there and listening. Now, the next thing is the first drill that I want you to do, and I want you to confront. I want you to confront the following. What I need you to do is to take a deep breath, to just inhale, just continuously inhale and measure how long you can inhale. Just measure in seconds how long you can inhale without exhaling. Just inhale as long as you can, and once you cannot, write how many seconds it was. Okay, start. 15, that's good. Yes, that's not bad, 15 seconds. Hamid 10, good. Regan 11, good. Ash 10, Karen, okay. Lisa 12, good. Harry 10, 14, Lorna, wow. Ross, wow, some amazing. Vinny, Margaret, GE, excellent. That's really good. Excellent. And I see Steve 12 and Ron 20 and Reem 10. Excellent. Arjuna 25, Josette 30, that's a lot. Curtis 30, it's a lot. JJ 16, wow. Okay, good. Now, why do I ask you to do that? Why did I ask you to do that? I ask you to do it because I wanted to demonstrate to you that every time you inhale, you have to exhale. Anything in life, you have to inhale and exhale. When I talk to you, you inhale data. When you write in the chat or move your head and say yes, or just tell to your friend yes, anything that you do that cause an external movement, you exhale. And if you would just get a lot of data inhaling, you will choke from data. The data will choke you. Okay, does it make sense to you? Yes, 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 Margaret, yes, excellent, Gordon, excellent, yes, perfect, excellent. And so actually, and Reem, yes, excellent. So actually, you will see that you need to give me acknowledgement as much as I need to get the acknowledgement, because I inhale and your acknowledgement is my, I'm exhaling and your acknowledgement is my inhale. And when you acknowledge me, you just exhale and it's good for you. Okay, so whenever I need you to be involved, to talk, to answer, and so we're getting the inhale, exhale going on. Okay, now the most important thing. Okay, most important thing. What are the two types of game that can be played in this universe? What are the two types of games that can be played in this universe? What do you think are the two types of games that can be played in this universe? Good and bad, okay. Constructive and destructive. Long game and short game, that's true. Aware and unaware, yes. When you win and when you lose, yes. Short, yes. Creation and destructive. Big and small. True and lies, yes. Yes, yes. This is all true. But the bottom line of all those answers, love and hate, yes, that's very good. Up and down, yes. All of them, you will notice that there is a kind of a plus and minus. The difference between those games that are plus and those games that are minus, those games that are minus are a game that you play and you do not want to play them. They are not fun for you. You become serious about them. And those games that you play and enjoying the game just because you decided that you enjoy. So if you don't enjoy the game, if you make anything serious, it will be bad, it will be a failure, it will be loss. And if the game is unserious for you, you play just for the fun of the game, you will win. And you will see that any area in your life that you're not doing well in is an area that you decided, knowingly or unknowingly, not to have fun from the game. Yes, plus is unserious and minus is serious. So if you will look, you will see that any game, anything in your life that give you headache, pain, not fun, is not fun. And anything in your life that is doing well, that you're winning, is a game that you decided. It's a decision to make it fun or not. Yes, Ash? Or not. It's just a decision. So it is not that it's not fun and then you lose. Yes, you decide to make it not fun and then you lose. It's not because you lost that it's not fun. It's not fun, and then you lose. This is just a decision. Now, the biggest harm that you can do to yourself, physical and spiritual game, yes. If you go to the gym and you decide that it's not fun, you will hurt yourself. But if you decide that it's fun, you will build muscle and you will look good. You understand? If you decide to do a diet and it's not fun, you will put on weight and you will have a loss. But if you decide it's fun not to eat, it's the most amazing fun thing is not to eat. Being hungry is the greatest thing, the greatest emotion or the greatest feeling you can have. If you decide that this is what it is, you will see that you will not have a problem losing weight. But if you decide, oh, it's painful and how will I manage and it's not easy and, you will see that you will not lose weight. So why I'm telling you all of that? I'm telling you that because in this webinar, you will get much more result if you will decide that it's fun. It's unserious. What does it mean? You're going to answer. You're going to play with the answers. I give you something, you answer me. We having communication. It will be fun for you. Okay? Does it make sense to you? Yes, fun and successful is together. Anything positive. Always, yes, totally. Good. Excellent. Very good. Yes. Excellent. Beautiful. Wonderful. Yes. Okay, so the only thing that you can do wrong in your life, the only wrong thing you can do in your life is underestimate your value. The only mistake you ever made in your life, you reduced your value. You underestimated how amazing, how beautiful, how unbelievable you are. And you do that because you decided that it's not fun. So you first decide that it's not fun, you don't want to be there, it's not your game, and then you reduce your value, and so you make it not fun, because if you don't have value, if you are weak, if you are not as amazing as you are, you can lose. Because you, in your natural condition, cannot lose. If I will get you just as you are, without that decision of making something not fun, without you deciding that it's not fun, you will see that you cannot lose. Actually, this decision of not fun is just an urge to surrender. You're just looking for reason to surrender. And only powerful people can surrender, you understand? You need to be powerful in order for someone to take from you the power. So you start with being powerful, you start with being unbelievable, and only then someone can take away your power. Actually, taking away your power means that you inherently, that you are powerful. No one take away the power from no one. No one get and no one to surrender. Only someone can surrender. Do you understand that? So the most amazing thing, the most important thing to remember and to know is that you are perfect, you are powerful, you are unbelievable, and your enemy is you. You're reducing your power. You're deciding that something is serious, something can hurt you. Nothing can hurt you. The maximum that can happen, you will die. Everyone die at the end. Not a problem. Take a new body. There's a shop at the end of the corner of the universe. They're selling new bodies. Okay. Okay. So everything is not serious. Okay. Let's continue. Yes. Thank you, Ash. Thank you. Now, why don't you have money? Why don't you have money? You're so powerful, so amazing. Why don't you have money? Yes, Vinny. Yes, JJ. So why don't you have money? Why don't you have money? Don't tell me just because you are not Jewish, yes? I'm lots of other, yes. I reduce my value, maybe not great set. Yes, why not? Yes, because I understand. I understand myself Fear of losing it, yes. Don't sell property, yes. Not willing to confront, yes, because I don't look at it as fun. Amit, very true. Counterpostulate, Vinny, yes. I'm blocking the flow, yes, Arjuna. I let other, yes, take it, yes. Too serious about it. That's probably the right reason, because I'm on my way. Yes, on learning how to create it. Okay, I make mistakes. Yes, Rose. Ahmed, I've decided that I'm not good in selling. Good. Marriage. Yes. Fear, fear of failing because it is hard work. Yes, because it's hard work, not fun. Yes, there is nothing that is not fun unless you decide that it's not fun. You can be a doorman and make it the most fun thing in the universe. Anything, you can make anything fun. Low self-esteem, yes. Okay, good. This is all true. This is all beautiful. But the real reason why you don't have money, and actually the thing that kill you from having money, it is if you don't have money, you simply don't know that you don't know how to sell. You simply don't know that you don't know how to sell. Now, some people say, yes, but I'm not a salesman. And there is not one person in the universe that is not a salesman. Does it make sense to you? There's not one person in the whole universe that is not a salesman. The only reason you don't have money, it is because, oh, saleswoman, yes. It is because you don't know that you don't know how to sell. So you need to learn how to sell, because that's the mechanical thing that bring about money. And part of this thing about selling, part of the thing about learning to sell, of course, selling has two parts. Number one, the mechanical part, and the number two is the spiritual part. You need to learn both, and we will talk about it. Okay, now, but you have sold in the past, so surely you know how to sell. Is that true? You sold in the past. Everyone sold in the past. Everyone sold something in the past. So how come that I say that you don't know how to sell? How come? How is it? How is it? If you sold before, why would I say that you don't know how to sell? Did you understand the question? Do you understand? Something do not make sense. If I say, look, the only reason you don't have money is because you don't know how to sell, but you sold in the past, which means you know that you sold. So how come that you don't know? Because you lost sales in the past, yes, Patrick. Maybe it was first time good luck, yes. Because we don't have all the money we want, yes. Maybe not using the system, we don't know, yes. Don't do it every time, yes. Yes, doubt, yes, Lisa. Bradley cause that doesn't have the result he wants. Okay, good. Let's look at some basic truth. Because we underestimate ourselves, because I don't have my own business and work at my job, yes. So I can always ask you every why. We don't understand the exact meaning of sales. Jose, that's true. I'm afraid of it. Curtis, okay, good. Very good. Let's continue. Let's see why. Okay, Gilly, even monkey sells something. That's correct. I can sell because I'm passionate about people and I'm enthusiastic and convinced about the service I give. I do not strive to be rich. Why? Is it easier to be rich or more difficult? Because of fear of failure, okay? Dogs are the best at sales. Yes, Patrick. Okay, so here is the process. Number one, the salesperson know how to sell, yet for hidden reasons, he assumes he does not know. That's the first thing that happened. You know how to sell, but for some hidden reasons, which we will discover, he assumed he does not know how to sell. Now, in order to understand this, I want you to tell me, what does it mean he knows? What does it mean knows? What is know? What does it mean to know? What does it mean when someone knows? He's certain, yes. Certain, yes. Without doubt, Patrick, yes. Yes. I'm self-assured and can sell, but family attachment knock me down sometimes. Yes, it's never the other side. It's always you. As much as it's unnice to hear, it's always you. When someone say it's someone else, he lost it. 100% certain and confidence he can use it, has control and situation can get resolved, convinced. I don't know, yes, have knowledge of, he have learned skill, I'm certain and has used it, okay, knowledgeable, Ahmed, yes, has knowledge of, get the result, yes. Susan, state of spiritual beingness, lack of confidence, okay. No doubts, just knows. Okay, good. Let's have a look. Okay, what is no? So no goes from effect with no choice to effect with a choice to a decision to no. So it's a gradient scale. You go from being total effect, you have no choice. Something happened to you, you have no choice. You consider that you're total effect. This is all consideration, it's not truth, you understand? You consider there's no choice because there's always a choice. Then to effect with a choice, something happened to you, but you still have a choice. Then to making a decision, then to no. So there is a scale here that goes from total effect to a point where you know. Okay? Monica the Queen, yes. Now, what does it mean? What is effect? What does it mean to be effect? What does it mean when someone is effect? When someone give you a punch, when you lost a cell, when you put on weight, to not know, yes, okay. What does it mean to be an effect? There is an outcome, yes. Not being in control, yes. To control, okay. Lose of control, yes, that's yes. To be able to choose, lose of energy, that's all true. To take zero responsibility, that's true. This is all true. But what does it mean to be an effect? To have a result, yes, to experience negative consequences. So when I punch you, you are the effect and I'm cause. What does it mean to be an effect? Allowing external factor to determine your outcome. That's very good, Susan. Loser, basically, yes. It is not me. It is you. Yes, that's true. You're experiencing the effect of the cause, yes. Let things affect you, yes, but you cannot define effect with the word effect. Be controlled by other people or things. To be, Rose, it's hard for me to understand. ICTOM, effect of your action, victim, yes. Low willingness, Gilly, yes. Result of your input, yes. Victim, excellent. Let me give you a viewpoint, because everything you say it's true, but I want to give you something that will wake you up, okay? Effect is all reasons, facts solidified by reasons. So effects is basically all reasons. This is why. Effect is all reason. I lost the deal because he did that. I feel bad because I had a bad childhood. I cannot punch him because I have pain. I'm not doing 100 push-up because I'm tired. It's all reasons. It's excuses, but it's reasons, yes? Justifying, yes. It's all reasons. Effect is all reasons. Effect equal result of your actions. That's correct. But usually when someone is an effect, it means something happened to you. You don't think it's your action, because if you know that it's your action, you are not effect, you caused it. Yes? Excuses is much better. I understand. Effect is all reasons. Ash, different than justification, yes. So effect is all reasons why no is fact without a reason at all. Now you understand why not excuses and the word reason is used. No is facts with no reason at all. Yes. You bring about facts with no reason at all. Do you see that? So when you have reason for something, when you need a reason, you will become miserable. because there's always more reason needed, and you will be drying, you'll dry out of reasons. And the more reason you look, the less you are in control, because if I have a reason for something, the reason is the cause, I'm the effect. If I love you because you are beautiful, I'm effect, I'm not cause. You understand? So the more reason, the more you look for reason, the more you look for reason, the more effect you become. This is powerful, that's true. When you know is fact without reason, you bring something about just because. You just know. So there is not, the people could not fly and now they can fly. Someone knew that it can be done. Someone knew there's such thing as black hole. Someone decided for no reason there is atoms. People knew about atoms before any atom was observed. Most of the thing has been postulated, brought about without a reason at all before someone actually sensed or measured them. Karen, I love you. And I love you, Ash. So this is really fascinating. This is a different way of looking at things. So when you have a reason, when you're upset with your wife, because she did that, the more you're upset with her, the more effect you are, the less cause you are. The less you know, the more serious you'll become, the more you fail, and it is a vicious circle. Vicious circle. The moment that you start with finding reason or needing reasons for things, at that moment you start to die. Okay, does it make sense to you? Yes, very true. Yes, yes. So if we look again, the salesperson knows how to sell. He knows for no reason. He brings about facts with no reason. You got to sell anything at the beginning, anything you do at the beginning, you know, with no reasons. Once someone starts to explain to you the reason, he takes you back, and then you need to learn, and learning is the process of deleting reasons. Learning is the process of deleting reasons. No, reason and purpose is not the same. Good. Learning is the process of learning, of deleting reasons. You just know. You just know. Facts, you bring about facts without any reason at all. You will see that if you look at life, you will see that anything that became a fact used to be an idea or imagination. No reason. Someone had an idea, something out of nothing. Any fact used to be an idea. Do you get that? Any fact used to be an idea. If this universe, let's go to my lovely painter. If this universe started, if this is the beginning of the universe, okay, this is a starting of time, yes? You understand that there's a theoretical starting point of this universe, and this is time, and time goes here to the right, and it continues to go, we hope, for a long time, yes? So before the
Muted.
this is the
Unmuted.
physical universe, and this is before the physical universe, before physical universe, okay? So if we look at that as before the physical universe and after the physical universe. Before the physical universe, no time, nothing. After there is a physical universe. So you can understand that here we have, in the physical universe, we have facts. Yes? Something solidified by reason. That's the definition of facts. And before, there was an idea. Something that is not solid. It has no continuation. It's not physical. So any fact used to be someone's idea. Do you get that? Do you understand that concept? Yeah, any idea used to, any fact used to be an idea, which mean the undoing of facts have to be with strengthening the idea. And what you do all day long is you strengthen facts. You believe in facts. You look at facts and you say, well, this is fact, so I cannot change it. The definition of idea is this thing that is not physical, anything that's not composed of tools. This is really fascinating. So facts, learning, anything to do with improvement, with real improvement, has to do with deleting reasons. Because facts are held by reasons. The reason it's I cannot pick up the weight is because it's too heavy. It becomes a fact. The reason I cannot fix that problem is because she hates me. The reason I'm sick is because there are these germs. So you see facts get solidified by reasons. And you will see that if you will drop facts and you go back to ideas, which mean you delete the reason, you ignore the reason, you will see that you'll get to an idea and you will get free. Does it make sense to you? This is really, really fascinating. You can say that knowingness is the ability to come up with ideas without any counter effort or without any reason at all. Thank you, Curtis. Good. Yes, it is amazing. It is wow. It is unbelievable. Okay. So a fact is all reasons. So when there is a fact, when you've got this fact here, what you have is all reasons. The more you prove it, the more it becomes fact, the more it goes away from ideas, and you will see that the process of time is the process of adding reasons to idea. You can define time as the process of adding reasons for ideas. Do you understand? Time is the process of adding reasons to ideas and making facts more solid. So the more time you put into any idea, the more solid it will become, the less under control it will be. Which means if you have a sales cycle and it starts here, the longer it will take you to close, the more it will become a fact, the less it will be under your control. That's why speed and speed alone create power, because power is the absence, is actually the ability to hold the location without the need for facts. Power is the ability to hold a location without the need of facts, which means you put the location there, you put the anchor points there, you put the surrounding there, and not the surrounding putting you there. So you are located not by your surrounding, but by yourself. So the more time you put into a sales cycle, the more time you put into anything, the more complicated it becomes, the further it gets away from your control. So the more reasons you have, the less you are in control. So you can say that full control is a state of no reason at all. Creation without a reason at all. That's full control. Does it make sense to you? Thank you. Arjuna, good. Yes, good. Very good. Excellent. Okay, good. Wonderful. That's wow. That's unbelievable. This is really, really, really powerful. And this is why the only mistake you can make is to reduce your power. What does it mean to reduce your power? To reduce your power means to make the facts similar to you. when you make effect, which means when reasons are senior to you, you lost your power. What does it mean? You are perfect, you're unbelievable, you're amazing. And so someone come up with an idea that you are not so amazing, and you find reason in the environment to solidify his idea, and he become cause and you become effect. But the only way to remove it is just to go back and to say, no, my idea is that. Why? For no reason at all. If you need why, if you need a confirmation, you already lost it. If you need a confirmation, you already lost it. If you say, I'm going to succeed, and you're going to check if you're going to succeed, you already failed. If you say, I'm losing 100 kilo or 20 kilo or 5 kilo in the next 2 days, and you're checking if you lost 2 kilo, you already failed. Ashley, thank you. So you cannot check, you cannot put a doubt into it. You need to just decide and know it's like that despite any reason that shows you that it's the opposite. Even if you by mistake go onto a scale and the scale show you that you raised in weight, you need to know that you didn't. The scale is wrong. You are senior to the scale. Listen, it's not that you shouldn't weight yourself. You can weight yourself if you want, but you are senior to the scale. You are senior to the number. So if I eat an ice cream and I decided that the ice cream will not put any centimeter on me or any weight on me, it will not. This is really fascinating. This is really fascinating. Any fact used to be an idea, and the way that you deteriorate yourself, you find reasons, an urge to surrender, you find reasons to surrender to this unbelievable power that called you, this perfect thing that called you. Do you understand? You are perfect. Anything that is not perfect is not you. And you work very, very... Do you know how powerful you are? You know how powerful you are? Just look how much you need to convince yourself all the time that you fail. You look around, the walls tell you that there is limitation. The stairs tell you that there is limitation. The body tell you that you have limitation. Everything around you tell you that you have limitation. Why we need all of this convincing if you are so weak? Because you are so powerful, we need all this conviction. You need to be convinced all the time, and if by mistake you stop to be convinced for 10 minutes, like let's say there is an emergency, for 2 minutes, at that time of emergency, which means nothing convinces you that you are not powerful, at that moment you can do anything. A moment of emergency is a moment when nothing convinces you that you are not you. Or you are senior to that conviction. And at that moment, you can do anything. Thank you, JJ. This is really, really fascinating. So everything in the physical universe is a lie unless I believe it. And everything in the physical universe is a lie because lie, the definition of a lie is something that changes. And the physical universe is composed of atoms that never take a break. They never go into strike. They never go to sleep. They don't need a bathroom break. They move all the time. Do you understand that? This is fascinating. Yes, it's wow. Yeah, it is very, very wow, amazing. Yes. So everything in the physical universe is a lie. Everything is there in order to solidify facts. And the moment that you forget that you are perfect, or that you agree that you are perfect, how do you agree? The moment that you forget that you are perfect, or you agree that you are not perfect, how do you do that? By starting to believe that reason are senior to you. At that moment, you lost the biggest loss in the universe. What is the biggest loss in the universe? You lost yourself. You get the idea? You're very welcome. Okay. The moment, yes, I'll repeat that. The moment You are perfect. You are perfect. And the moment that you start to find reasons in the physical universe to convince you that those reasons are senior to the ideas, to you, you lost. It is so unbelievable that people think that reasons are senior to them, because if you just look at this drawing and you realize, look, this is you. This is the physical universe. It started here. Here there was nothing, and here there's something, which means the something comes from nothing. Nothing is no reason at all. Actually, yes. It is amazing. It is fascinating. It is super powerful. So let's go back. You need to ignore facts, yes. The more you accept facts, the less you are. You are as far as you are from yourself as you accept facts. Old age is only overwhelming number of facts. You lost your ability to create. If you wouldn't become old ever. And this is like the most important realization I ever had in my life. You can reverse age. I don't know what you can do with that, but in my opinion, you can do anything just by this understanding. If you work only on that, just find more and more facts that are irrelevant, which means why there's no reason for that fact, why the reasons are not so powerful. If you work only on that, nothing else, you will see that you become the most powerful person in the universe. It's better than reverse aging. It's reverse everything. It's like unbelievable. This is really, really the most powerful thing I ever encounter. Focus on ideas. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue with sales. Yes, that was a deviation. So the salesperson, wow, it is wow. Yeah. By the way, tomorrow, you know, I'm going to deliver the seminar from zero to hero. In that seminar, the zero to hero actually concentrate how to stop using energy. Because what does it mean to use reasons? You use energy. Yes. So tomorrow I will start and I will show you how, if you didn't register, you should, and get other people to register. It's free. And I will start to teach you the difference between ideas and facts. And what is it that, why did you stop using this thing that called you with the potential? I'll read you for a recording. I'm out of my, okay, good, Karen. Yes, so you should register, and let's see if I have the link here. If not, just go to my Facebook and you will find it, okay? Good, so let's continue. Yes, if someone have the link to the From Zero to Hero, just put it on the chat. I don't have it in front of me, okay? If you're already registered, it's perfect. Now, let's continue. So, what is effect? Effect is all reasons. No is fact without a reason at all. Okay? And you can see that it's a non-solid but real fact. Non-solid but real fact. When you know, you actually have non-solid but real facts. This is really fascinating. Non-solid but real fact. Great. Thank you, Curtis and Nick and Kate. Thank you. Fact that seems to be solid but are not. This is when you know you have facts, you bring about facts that seems to be solid but they are not. And so we get the process from imagination into facts. You see that anything used to be, you imagine, you came up with an idea, and those turn into facts. And in order to have those ideas, what you do, you need to know the following laws. Law certainty is the manifestation of causatively not knowing why things happen or work the way they do. When you decide that you don't know why things happen, which means you don't understand the reasons are senior to you. When you fully know why thing works, you create the reasons. So you go back into fact that seems to be solid but are not. So when you have lost certainty, you actually going to be in a position where facts will be senior to you. Anything you assume you don't understand will manifest itself in lost certainty. And anything you are certain about, you will know, as certainty is senior to knowledge, and certainty result in knowledge. So you can now decide, just be certain that you know something and start to answer. Someone asks you a question, and you start to answer and you will know. You know, if any one of you had the experience of being on stage, and if you actually being on stage and not being afraid of stage, and if you are there, someone asks you a question and you just know. You just know. It just comes to you, you know. Because you are certain, because you took the position of I know, so you know. So certainty actually bring about knowledge. Certainty is senior to knowledge. Yes, Ashley, that's amazing. Certainty is senior to knowledge. That's why you will see that teaching is the best way to learn, because when you teach, you deleted all the reason why you don't know. If you ever try to teach someone something, you'll notice that just by starting to teach, you all of a sudden know. You just learn from teaching. You see many aspects that you didn't see before and so on. Why? Because when you teach, you decide that you are senior to the facts. This is really fascinating. So true. Yes. So number 2, the first thing that happened is the first thing we said that you simply decide that you don't know, yes? So the salesperson knows how to sell, and for hidden reason assume he does not know. So that's the first problem. The second thing that happened once you decide that you don't know, they get trained incorrectly on how to sell or invent incorrect ways for not selling successfully. This is really fascinating. Once you decide that you don't know, once you decide that facts are more important than you, and you decide that you don't know, from that moment on, from that moment here, what happened, you open yourself, you are becoming a magnet for lies. You're becoming magnet for lies. Now you notice that every seminar I do, I start with what's true is what's true for you, because even if you don't fully understand it and if you don't accept it, blah, 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 there is an agreement. You agree that you're not accepting lies. No problem, Ahmed. Thank you. Do you understand? Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you. You understand? I'm giving you this R factor. I'm telling you that every time from the beginning. And you think, oh yes, I heard that. But since you agree to that, at that moment, what you do, you can sell part or all. Depends on how much you agree, how much you just decide that you agree. You delete this magnet for lies, and you think that I explain very well. It's not that I explain very well. It is that you don't accept lies. So whatever I say, you will find the idea behind it and you will not look for the reasons. So actually it's you that learning so well. It's not that me that teach so well. Do you understand that? JJ, you're welcome. Do you understand the idea? This is really fascinating. Thank you, Arjuna. Tori, good. Josette, thank you. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, Marcel. But this is really fascinating. This is really, really fascinating. Why actually you actually learn? Why do you feel that I teach you well? It's actually you learn well. You are not effect, you are cause. Because if you are effect of my teaching, you wouldn't get anything. So when a teacher tries to become important, when he's interesting and not interested, what he's trying to do is give you reasons. And while it will be amazingly fascinating to watch him, like watching a beautiful woman or a beautiful car, it will not be effective. And that's why most of the teaching are useless, because the only teaching that can happen is teaching that you figure out how your ideas are senior to the facts. Now, they get trained incorrectly on how to sell or invent incorrect ways for not selling successfully. Now, what is the biggest mistake in sales training? What is the biggest mistake in sales training? When someone trains you, what is the biggest mistake in sales training? Not teaching about human behavior. That's true, Vinny. They force you to do it their way, exactly. They try to convince you only, yes. Okay, so the biggest mistake is actually not teaching about sales without first teaching about human behavior. Now, why? Why? Human behavior is not I smile and you smile, or body language, or anything like that. It's not even emotions. It's not anything like that. Human behavior is understanding the mechanics of the spiritual universe as it applies to the physical universe, and the opposite. Because human behavior is the result of the interaction between these two universes. And if you don't understand that, what will happen? Reasons will be senior to ideas. And when reasons are senior to ideas, you become an effect. Are you with me? Thank you, Marcel. So this is really different. This is really different. This is taking you into a new level. People that have been with me for a while, this is taking you for a new level. I have an example. Steve and I wanted to buy a ranch home. Nothing was on the market at all. We just kept saying, no worries, we will have the ranch home this spring. My parents' neighbor, who didn't want to sell, decided he wanted to sell his home to us undervalue. Wow, this is amazing. Yes, it's just that. Now, once you actually understand the mechanism, the purpose of understanding the mechanism is to make the mechanism useless. Mike, good. Monica, yes. The purpose of learning the mechanism is to make the mechanism useless. You learn all about it in order to make it not important. Do you get the idea? You learn all about it in order to make it not important. It is a jackpot, I agree. Now, what will happen when you train incorrectly? You are very welcome. Sonia, yes, thank you. What will happen after you get trained incorrectly? You will get a confusion. Why is a confusion? Because this universe, if you are trained incorrectly, what does it mean? You train on reasons. The end result of reasons is confusion. The end result of reasons is confusion. Like everyone thinks that you resolve confusion by reasons, you don't. The end result of reasons is confusion. Do you understand that this universe, if you look at the physical universe, is all composed of reasons? Force, reason, counterforce, reason. Force, counterforce, force, counterforce, all reasons. And this universe is total confusion. You come in, and you bring an idea and you say, okay, fine, let's separate this thing. Let's build a building. So you take all the sand and you take the water and you mix them up and you put ideas into that confusion, into the reasons, for no reason at all. And what you get is you back. This is really fascinating. The more you rely on reason, the more confused you will be. And it's not by mistake that the more this society rely on reasons, the more drugs, immorality, out ethics there is. Rosa, thank you. Do you get me? Do you understand? Yes. Yes. Good. Very good. So what you get, the more you rely on reasons, the more you get trained by reasons and not by observation, the more you get trained by someone telling you and not by someone deleting something, the more confusion you get. Thank you, Carmela. Thank you. Yes, got bogged down by facts. Yes. So shield. Yes, it is amazing. Now, what is the result of confusion? If you're confused, what will happen? What will happen? No action, no motion. Yes. I will cry. Yes. Yes, solid. You won't sell. That's correct. Slow down. Failure. Yes, Marcel Cohen. Yes, true, Marcel. Yes, yes. Exactly, it is. You will do the one thing that you don't like, the one thing that you don't like, a sin. Because you are good. You are good. You are perfect. You are perfect. And the further from perfect there is a sin. What does it mean to sin? It means to sin means that you take some kind of facts or some kind of reasons and you apply them in a way that is contrary to what you agreed before. Listen, what is a sin? It's to take reasons and to use them in a contrary way to what you agreed before, which means the moment that you've done it, what's the problem with the sin? That the moment that you've done it, you do it with the contrary way to what you agreed before, you've got a sin versus what you agreed before, and you're stuck. You understand? That's the problem with the sin. The problem is not that you hurt someone, because you cannot hurt anyone other than you. And the way you hurt someone is by relying on facts. The only way for you to commit a sin is to stop putting ideas out. So no matter how bad the situation is, including financial decision, including anything, no matter how bad the situation looks, if you can put enough ideas there, if you continue with ideas, even if it's stupid ideas, you will handle anything. And that's why when you take a problem, the way to solve any problem, if this is a problem, the way to solve any problem is to invent solution. Why? Because when you invent solution, you stop relying on facts and you start relying on ideas, and this power that you never lose, that called the ability to put idea, will intensify this problem and will make the problem go away, because ideas undo facts. Something that you put out of nothing for no reason at all. Like you imagine something, you come up with something with no prior cause, something out of nothing. Ashley, thank you. Amit. Ideas actually don't create solutions. Ideas disintegrate facts. Good, Marcel. Ideas disintegrate facts. Yes, thank you. Yes, Kate. Cool. Good, like this, the idea. Excellent, Patrick. Lorna, amazing. Vinny, wow. Breathtaking, Ash, yes. Thank you. So this is really fascinating. So this process of learning incorrectly because you decided that you are not as powerful as you are. So what does it mean I need to learn? I'm not as powerful as I am. You're not learning in order to have fun. You're learning because you're not as powerful as you are, or you're learning from the viewpoint of I don't know, or anything like that. This will cause you to train incorrectly. And when you get trained incorrectly, you get confusion. And when you get confusion, you will commit a sin. And what will be the result of a sin? What will be the result of a sin? You committed a sin. What will be now? What will be the next thing? No sales, that's correct for sure. less power, that's for sure. A stop for sure, yes. But there's one thing. What is it? Create self a lot. Yes, yes. Stop. Yes. Stop communication. That's true. Very true. Downward. Yes. Yes. Good. Pain, more effect. Yes, 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 yes. What will happen is something fascinating. What will happen is something fascinating. If this is you, okay? Yes, if this is you and you committed a sin, and as you remember, a sin is you take what you agreed before, reasons you agreed to before, which mean facts you agreed before, and you go against them. Yes? Now, what's the problem with that? That's a sin, yes? The problem with that is that you are now totally looking only at that. Because if you stop looking at that line, if you stop looking at that direction, if you stop this looking, if you decide for a second, for real, not justify, but really decide that this is not a sin, this will go away, this decision, yes? So this facts will go away. So what happened is, because you are totally 100% there, your attention cannot go on anything else. What does it mean cannot go on anything else? If this is the beginning, your attention will be stuck in the middle of the physical universe and you will not be able to bring ideas. You understand? It's not that you're not focused, it's you are totally focused on the wrong thing. You understand? You really, what will happen is that you will, sins, the problem with sins is that it prevents you, it prevents you from actually putting ideas out, because in order to put ideas out, you need to stop validating facts. So you validate facts, and the more you validate facts, which means the more serious you are, seriousness is the process of validating facts, is making facts senior to you. Seriousness, the definition of the word seriousness, is making facts senior to you. That's how you become serious. So seriousness is the problem, because you put all your attention on one thing, but you're huge, so you still have some attention on idea, but then you commit another sin and you have less ideas, and you commit another sin and you put less ideas, and at one point you decide that it's just happening. Everyone knows. So really the end result of sins is prevented communication. What does it mean to prevent communication? You prevent communication. You cannot not communicate, yes? You prevent communication by putting all your communication against the past. This is your past. This is not your past. If this is time, this is not the past. Going back is not the past. You really have to understand that concept. Going back is not the past. If I can go back in time, I'm not looking at the past. Being in the past means to get stuck on some kind of a reason, some kind of effect. Actually, going back is the only way to create a future. Listen, because the more you go forward, the more you agree with reasons, the more you actually get stuck with the past. Going back is the only way to create future, because future gets created here, not here. Time look like it goes forward, but it actually takes you backward. Do you understand that? This is really fascinating. Okay, I'll explain it again. It seems like that the future goes with time. The more time goes forward, the more future is. So future is here, yes? This is what it seems like, yes? It seems that future is going with time, yes? This is future. You think that this is future. But the fact here, I don't know if this is how you spell future, but probably without the E, yes? But the fact is that future Future is actually going backward, because where is future? Future is when you go out of the confusion of the physical universe. Future is when you can create ideas, is here. This is where future is. Future is at the beginning. I told you everything is the opposite. Future is before the beginning. You understand that before the beginning there is future. Think about it. Before the beginning is the only future. This is really fascinating. Yes, it's just amazing. It's just unbelievable. And so the more you rely on facts, the more you rely on reason, the more insane you get, because insanity is attention stuck in the past. What does it mean, past? Giving attention to reasons or to facts. Exactly, Lisa, yes. Thank you, Marcel. Gil. Back to the future. Exactly, Arjuna, back to the future. Exactly. So this is really fascinating. This is really fascinating. And I'll take you again. If this is the beginning of time, if this is the beginning of time, that's not the beginning of time. Here it is. This is the beginning of time. Okay. If this is the beginning of time, okay. This is the beginning of time. This is where before things started. Yes, before things started. And this is time. Okay. Now, when I say before things started, what's the definition of before things started? Before things started, you have 100% future. Okay? Before things started is 100% future. The more we have, the more we're going in time, the more we go in time, this is time, yes, time goes on here, okay? The more we have time, the more there are facts. We're getting facts. And the more facts happen, the less you can change. The less you can change. So the more facts happen, the less you can change, which means the less future there is. So let's say that at one point here, there was a fact that there is plus and minus, okay? That's it, there's plus and minus. All the future is based on that. So there's no real future, it's just changing what was created. Do you understand? So the way of creation, in order to create, you need to go back in time, to stop relying on time, to undo facts, to rely more on ideas, to understand the power of you, how beautiful and powerful you are. Because why are you so beautiful and powerful? Because you are an idea, you are not physical. Yeah, one, I know. Does it make sense? Mind-blowing, yes. This is really fascinating, okay? Really, really, really fascinating. So the result, yes, Amit, the result is prevented communication. Now, what is the result of prevented communication? What happens if you don't communicate? What happens if all you have here is you have this against that? What happened? Problems, yes, yes, problems, yes. Lack of reach, yes, yes, yes. So what you have here, you have something here. Yes, you have something here, problem. But while you're having problem, all the rest, everything else you cannot have. Exactly, you have only that, nothing else. So the result of prevented communication is that you cannot have, exactly. The result of prevented communication is you cannot have. So you will not have money if you will not understand that your ideas, your client ideas, facts are not important. When someone argues with you about price, about features, about location, about any facts. If you go into that argument, you will lose. If you will buy, it will not be because of you. But if you will talk about benefits, benefits are something that's happening not in the physical universe, benefits happening in his mind. Benefit is an idea. Features are physical, benefits are ideas. Take that. Features of a product is physical, benefits are non-physical. So if you sell the features, you will lose. The guy will argue with you about the price, the guy will argue with you about the location, the guy will argue with you about million and things. And what you need to learn is how to turn any and all features into benefits. And if you don't do that, you will not sell. And if you sell, it's not you. The average salesperson sells 20%. 20% closing rate is high in the sales industry. But do you know that if you go and benefits, yes, benefits are not feature, not no reason. Benefits are not feature, not features. You don't sell, you will lose 2 kilos. No. What's the benefit of losing 2 kilos? What is the worst? What will happen if you want? It's still benefits because it's an idea. This is a whole section that you have to learn. How to do emotional versus facts in sales. This is a whole section that if you don't learn, believe me, believe me, believe me, you're wasting your life living because you will not close more than 20%. 20%, thank you, Shamar, thank you. 20% is lower than if you take, you know what is, when someone take a sugar pill, he get benefits. 22.5% of any person that takes sugar pill will get cured from almost any disease. Do you know that it's an effect that just happened, yes? Do you understand? Do you know this effect? That if people take sugar pills, it's actually 22.5. That's what I know. But it's, yes, the placebo effect, exactly. Yes? Now, let's say that it's more than 20%, yes? Okay, but let's say that you close 20%. If you close 20%, it means that you're destroying sales. Why? Because if you do nothing, they will buy 22.5%. Do you understand that? And why salespeople destroy? Because they believe in facts. They believe in the competition. They believe that the competition have this, and that, and that's why they cannot sell. They believe that reasons are senior to ideas. And so they become serious. And so since they become serious, they commit sins, and since they commit sins, they prevent communication, and since they prevent communication, they cannot have, but they're still powerful. So they still close 20%. Do you understand the idea? So what you do, you intensify the benefits, and that's why you need to be an expert in human behavior. Number one, expert in human behavior. How people behave. What does it mean, human behavior? How the spiritual universe interact with the physical universe. And if you don't learn that, you will not sell and you will be poor. What does it mean to be poor? You cannot have. Now, what's happened when you cannot have? What's the result of you cannot have? What will happen next? No shoes. Yes. No money. Yes. What's happened when you cannot have? You become affected. Yes. Not happiness. You die. No confidence. Yes. You cannot give. Yes. 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 Misery. You cannot live. Yes. The end result The end result is that you will live. You will live. Now you really have to understand, what does it mean to live? How do you live an area? How do you live an area? This is really fascinating. If this is you, okay, as long as you somehow able to communicate, what you do, you say, there's an idea that I'm in a specific space. You put points around you and you say, yes, this is what will happen, and there's some kind of a space around you, okay? The less you communicate, what does it mean the less you communicate? The less space you have, because space bring about, communication bring about space, yes? If I communicate only in Tel Aviv, then I have space in Tel Aviv. If I communicate only in the room and I never communicate out, the less space I have. So what happened, how do you live? You contract your space to such a degree that you have no space. When you live, it's not that you physically have to live. To live, it means there is no freedom. What does it mean there is no freedom? It means all reason, which means that you become a fact, and the fact equal failure. The biggest fact is the biggest failure. Wow, Curtis. Wow. Wow. This is really fascinating. The more you agree with facts, the more you intensify a failure. Yes. And this is the reason why I'm teaching you in a different way, because I'm taking you away from facts. That's why everything I say is the opposite of what everyone agree, because everyone agree with facts. Everyone works very hard to kill you. Why? Because you're powerful. Okay, this is really fascinating. Monica Bastards, yes. Yes, it shouldn't be so funny, but it is, yes. Yeah. Now, the end result of assuming you don't know is always failure. And so to succeed, you need to know that you know. The end result of assuming that you don't know is always failure. You agree with the facts. You understand? When you assume that you don't know what you mean, the facts are senior to you. So the end result is always failure. And so to succeed, you need to know that you know. And that is the purpose of my seminars, waking you up to the truth that you know. That's all I'm doing. Okay. Does it make sense to you? Yes, great. Yes. Yes, perfect. Oh my God, yes. Okay, now that was the recap. Okay, up to here is the recap. Yes, that was an hour and a half more or less of recap. So what I will do, I will skip. I want to start the actual seminar. So there's a lot of more that I can teach you, and I will teach you, but I want to show you the seminar and explain to you how to get it. And I actually want to start the seminar, the actual seminar, the real seminar, not just the introduction. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so why don't you have money? This is how to clear your barriers to sales, but it's really, never mind that I'm talking about sales. You understand that the subject of this seminar is the relationship between the spiritual and the physical universe and how to win that game. Yes, sales is the tool. This is how we call it in the physical universe, but you and me know that sales is just a game. What I'm teaching you, what I'm going to teach you is, yes, how to sell, but I'm not going to teach you just by, this is the sales process, this is what you need to do. This is nonsense. I mean, it's important. You need to know it. I will teach you that too. But senior to that is how do you use ideas? How do you actually stop relying on all those nonsense that call facts? So here we go. So I'm going to basically explain to you about this seminar, and you will decide to buy it or not. It's up to you. The Why Don't You Have Money seminar. Okay. It is a series of 4 seminars, which is about 10 hours total, in which you will remove the 22 sales repellents. Now, these sales repellents, yes, they repel sale, but do you understand that they repel anything in life that you want? Yes, I will talk to you about sales and I'll give you an example about sales, but this is not the key. The key is to understand the principles. Each lesson will end with a list of drills for you to do in real life that will guarantee you will increase your income continuously. The guaranteed end result of the seminar is you will improve your income by at least 2 times the cost of the seminar. Okay? So if the seminar, well, the extra benefit is that it will improve all areas of your life. So let's say that the seminar course, it costs about $1,000 or in rent, $14,000 rent. So you will improve your income by at least $2,000 or $28,000 rent within 30 days of completing the course, or get your money back. No question asked. If you come to me within 30 days and say, well, I didn't increase my income, not sales, income, meaning commission, meaning money into your pocket. Yes, not sales. Then you don't pay me, I give you back the money. What we will learn, the 22 fake realities in regard to sales. How do you get to know? This is the key. How do you get to know? How do you stand or sit in front of a client and you know what's going on in his mind? You know what you need to do. How do you get to know? How do you get to know? This is the key. How to gain the willingness to gain knowledge by observation alone, or the willingness to be certain. How do you do that? How do you get an agreement with a person that is out to make you wrong? Do you understand that each prospect that you meet, each car in the street, each wall in front of you, each computer is out to make you wrong? You have to behave in a very exact manner. If not, it will make you wrong. Did you understand that idea? Yes? Everything around is out to make you wrong. How do you handle that? How do you become senior to that? How do you become senior to the physical universe? To most people, help means an effort to betray. How do you help anyone and get paid for it? How do you help anyone and get help for it and get paid for it? What is the source of all business failures? You will learn what is the source of all business failures. So if you don't have a business, you will create one. And if you do have one, you'll make it successful. Why you don't use and apply the tools you learn? How many of you don't use the tools they learn? Why? Because they're using it, of course, as facts, as reasons, instead of understanding the idea that created them, and so they can create or uncreate them and become unserious about them. Why you have ups and downs in business? What are the external influences that prevent your business from reaching its full potential? What causes most people to fail with money, diet, relationship, and life? What prevents you from making it big? And more knowledge and tools that will change your life forever. If you've been in any of my seminar, you know that what I teach you has very little to do with the subject of the seminar. It always much more. So, what's the result? You will improve your income by at least 2 times the cost of the course. You will discover the hidden source of your failures. You will know how to instantly handle it. You will learn how to avoid falling into the same trap in the future, which you do all the time. You will know what causes your failures, for low periods and bad feelings.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, Siri is talking. Hold on, let me kill Siri. Okay, here we go. Even Siri wants to be on the course. So you will learn why businesses experience the famous roller coaster. You will be able to eliminate stress, fear, and worries that stops you. and much more. My guarantee to you, if at the end of the seminar you will feel that it was not worth every cent and much more, you will get an immediate and full refund, no question asked. You have 0 chances of losing and you have 100% chances of winning. What do you need to do? Every Saturday, from next Saturday, at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was supposed to be this Saturday, but we didn't finish last time, or at 5:30 p.m. South Africa time, it will be online, and the usual cost is $999, $1,000. But today's price, we're giving a special price for the people on that seminar. It's $299 if you pay cash. You can go to the link and pay cash and get this unbelievable, more important than gold. Now, if you're not sure, if you cannot, you can pay $100 per week. $100 per week is nothing, which means if by the end of the next week you didn't make at least that $100, at least this 1,000 rand or whatever it costs in rand, to cover that payment, don't continue, and I'll give you your money back. So you have nothing to lose. So either pay $299 one time or pay $400 4 times. It's up to you. And you can register here at www.gpint.info. www.gpint.info. You can register. You will see that you have 2 options to pay once off $299 or 4 payments of $100. Yeah, it's like nothing. It's nothing. This is just preparing you for the big seminar, for the sales doctorate course. This is a prerequisite. That's why I'm making it so like it costs nothing. Okay. This is what you need to do. If you think that today and the last time was powerful, let me tell you that the seminar itself will be 100% more powerful, or 100 times more powerful. It will change your life. It will be about 2 hours. Each session will be about 2 hours, and it will be more or less 10 hours of seminar. But if you know me, you can expect for much more. Exactly. So all you have to do is to register. I have 30 seats, not more. So you've got 30 people. We have right now on the call about 90 people. You have third of you that will come onto the call, 30 seats, not more. Why? Because I want to give you personal attention. You will see that it's not feasible to have 100 people on such a seminar. So register now, don't wait. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for coming today. I love you. Go into Facebook, post a success story, and I will give you a copy of the video. Okay? Go to Facebook, get a success story. This is a very, very, very powerful seminar, what we just did today. It is unbelievable. You want to hear it again. I love you. Please go to Facebook, and thank you very, very, very much. That's all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you. Thank you very much.